It's the NFC Championship game, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Arizona. It's the Packers and the Cards, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, potential classic in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39.
That's good for a Cardinals.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Hey,
On first down, it's Sims. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sims, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now a give right side. Sims. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Sims. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have struck first in this NFC title game. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Here's Jones again on second down. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Second and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now Love going to change things up. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Play fake. Here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. B.J. Ojulari from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Love now on second down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Not a great start, dropping his first target. Let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Elijah Morgan. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Back in Arizona's second quarter action, it's the Cardinals in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Up the middle they go. Sims. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sims. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Fights through the narrow crease. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. They'll look to throw here. Finding Ertz again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sims to about the 26 here. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. First half. And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Delay of game. Offense.
Can't do that.
Yeah, slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And it's 15-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. the touchdown out is Prater to kick.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Here we go, set.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Love. And Jones has it over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and
3. Let's go.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, Love to pass. Caught on the right side by Jones. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Now Love. They'll find Jones again, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To the air again, Love. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. And that's incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good one.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying not as an announcer. Just really
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Crosby is good. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw.
The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Champ. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw now. Here's Love. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it second down. Going back to Love. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 42. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
You could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception. But meanwhile here, we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their defense just helped him out by getting the football back on the opening drive of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. Touchdown! A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2. They're going to run it with Sims. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
We're in the 3rd quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Love. And this pass broken up. Well, the
contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And take it right on the 30.
Holding. Receiving team.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. He'll decide to keep this once more.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. Sims, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Jonathan Gannon making the call. They'll line up to go for 2.
The backup Murray, his first throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 2-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Watching that play unfold, watching him complete it, brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 28 yards. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets.
Delay of game, offense. Delay of game, offense.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. They'll try and throw for it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
To kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And some space here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Love looking to throw it.
Got Dobbs over the middle.
And That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Love now. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A second down throw for Love. That's complete to Dobbs.
Still fighting through tackles. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Drill, 52, ready.
Jones again.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly slippery with a football in his hands, and he proved it right there.
And normally moves like that aren't supposed to work this deep in the red zone because there's not enough space. Normally way more effective when you're working out in the open field. But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Personal foul. Baseman. Defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll run it again with Sims. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. As they'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed one on 4th and 1. Now Sims. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up second down. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down at 7.
Back to throw here.
That pass completed to Dortch.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run here with Sims. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Dominate this.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now this throw caught left side. Reed wrestling ahead. Touchdown, Packers.
Jaden Reed, 51 yards. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Now Greg Dortch going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
goes right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Up the middle they go. It's Sims. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down now. It's Sims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 145 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Delay of game. Offense.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right.
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sims. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there, but couldn't bust free. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Sims, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
18 Cardinal.
2nd and 11. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
The Cardinals are headed for the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say good night, everybody.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, will see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.